Great. So we are July 4th, Wednesday. I guess they're partying it up in the US right now, just like we did on Canada Day. Anyways, nice to see everybody here. We just had our leadership call and we were just chatting before this call. So we wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit about how like the 90-day game plan has started, and just curious who's playing. If anybody has any questions. Yeah, you got some people playing. And if you got any stories from the 90-day game so far, has it got you into conversation, new conversations? Have you gotten orders? Have you created any three-ways? Have you been sending out videos? We'd love to hear from you guys about what you're doing for action. So I want to open it up to you guys so you guys can share what you're doing, the people that are playing.
I'll say something.
Yeah, Mary Lisa, go for it.
So the Tower Garden post today was like, I had quite a few people. I think most of them were from Instagram, actually. So people that I guess don't know a lot about me, that maybe I connected with, or maybe that I told them about Tower Garden a long time ago. But I don't know. I guess something about today's post, they just really. All of a sudden it was just like bing, 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 bing. So yeah, that was a good post. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying the challenges. We'll see how it goes.
Good. And are you following up with people? Are they just liking it? Or are they making comments? Or
yeah, they're just saying, they want more info, or they want pricing, or they want whatever. So I'll send a video. I'll send them, I've sent like one or two like quotes from, like with lights, without lights kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
And just remind you guys, tomorrow at 2:00 Thursday, we're going to be doing the Freedom Revolution call. And Mary Lisa is going to be one of the featured speakers. She'll be sharing her product story along with Melissa Seguin and JD. How should we answer when they ask about is the price? When all they ask about is the price?
Yeah, like if that's all they ask, how should we answer that to get them drawn in a little bit more?
Yeah. I mean, there's different ways that you can definitely comment on it. I've done it a number of different ways. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. A couple bucks a day.
Okay. So break it down to the lowest common denominator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just from your own experiences to say, is that like started off just to say, this has been such an affordable tool for my family. I can't believe how much money I'm saving on my grocery bill. And the great thing was we have a payment plan, and for about $65 a month. I guess it's going to depend on what they add, but to give them perspective, I found I do a women's trade show once a month, and we feature the Tower Garden, and we get that price. And if I find that if you come right out and say the price, usually there's a huge shock value for most people. But if you go, the great thing about the Tower Garden is we actually have a monthly payment plan. And in 12 months, you'll own your Tower Garden. And that seems to be a little bit of a softer hit. And when that comes out, I find people are more receptive and going, oh, okay, I could do that. I could do $65 a month for the next 12 months. That makes sense to me. So it's a little bit more softer than the full kill of $6 something plus shipping plus tax.
Okay.
Yeah, great question though. Anybody else have a comment of how you like to answer with the Tower Garden price?
Just to reiterate what you said, Nicole, about telling people that it is so affordable. It's like $2 a day. How much do you spend on on fresh produce every single day, right? It's less than a quart of strawberries. It's less than one head of romaine lettuce. And then the next year it's free. There's no cost whatsoever. So your excitement about it and just stating that this just makes so much financial sense. It's so cheap and so fast and then so convenient, right? Nothing worse than on a day like today, or people are working and then they've got to stop at the grocery store and get something for dinner. They can just cut it right off their tower.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I just want to add something too. Like, I think it's not just the cost factor that, I think if you can really stress the fact that you probably wouldn't be eating as much veggies. Like, if I didn't have a tower garden, my family would not be eating this many greens. Like, I know that for sure. Like, cause they'd be rotting in my fridge. So if you can like stress the fact that this is going to be like the vehicle to get you or your family, you know, eating better. Like, I think that's really what we should be stressing.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I think when we talk about, the great thing about it is when all the gardens in soil are closed up in the month of October, you bring your tower garden in and you get to grow all winter so that you can to control the quality of your food. So no more farmers market after October, but you have your own farmers market in your basement or your kitchen. And, you know, can you put a price on that when you know that where your food is coming from? So it's all going to resonate with different people. It depends on how educated they are about our food source, right? You've got different levels of people with their, you know, their concern about food safety. And then that's when you can ask the question, like, what could you see yourself wanting something like this and growing your veggies all year? Would that be important to you? And if so, why? Get them involved in asking the question to find out what level they are at with their values and their concerns about our food supply and E. coli. You know, get them into that conversation about food quality and find out at what level they're educated on too. It generates a great conversation. Good question. Good question. Okay, so we got Mary Lisa commenting about the Tower Garden post for the 90-day game. Anybody else want to comment how your posts have gone? Any more comments or leads? Have they contributed into a three-way call with anybody? I want to talk about three-way calls here before we get actually talking about events. Who has never done a three-way call? Put your hand up. It's kind of hard to see everybody. I want to find out who's scared of a three-way call so that we can get somebody that does three-way calls and are successful at them. So I know, Ashley, you do three-way calls. No, oh, Stephanie, not me, not yet. Okay, I don't know. Stephanie, can you comment the reason why? Are you scared of them, or yeah, oh, there's Steph there. Can you talk? Oh, afraid. Okay, afraid of them. Yeah, I totally get that. So Penny said that she's a little afraid of them. Steph, how about you with three-way calls?
I don't know that I'm afraid. I just don't feel like I've gotten that far with somebody in the conversation.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in a state right now where I've got lots of people saying, yeah, I'm totally interested. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And I send them information and darkness. And I've been following up. Hey, you still interested? Hey, did you do this yet? And yeah, dark. So I just haven't gotten to that level where I can have the conversation about getting on a three-way call.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because this is a really good conversation to have, for sure. So Steph, let's answer yours first. So what information are you sending them?
So I've sent a couple of people some Healthy Revolution videos.
Okay.
Well, 3 people actually. So about Juice Plus.
Okay.
They've clicked further on their own and watched the Shred 10. So I have somebody who's asked for a shake sample, so I sent those in the mail to her. So now it's on me to follow up with her. Hey, did you try them yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Another person, I sent her information for her Dragon Boat team. I haven't heard back from her yet, so that's on me. Another gal, she was adamant about going to my website, so I sent her the link, and she said, can I order it by myself? I said, yeah, but I'm happy to do it for you. And another few days goes by. hey, did you do it? Oh, I'm still interested. Okay, when you order on my website, make sure you mention my name. So now I'm checking my report. It's not there yet. I've texted her 5 days ago. Hey, did you place the order? Did everything go okay? Can I help with anything? Silence. So
yeah, it can be fascinating. People are very interesting human beings. There's no doubt about it. I think that people are just so busy today. That's why the three-way calls are actually really, really good and effective to get people's attention. So I know that we got some training from Brian Marsh in the way that they do it in Australia, which is, you know, get them curious about, you know, some basic information and then say, you know, when can you jump on a call this week? Is Tuesday night or Thursday night best? So they're already assuming that they're going to jump on a call because they have questions. There's no doubt. When anybody watches those videos, there's going to be tons of questions.
yeah.
What, how, when, you know? And so it's imperative that we get those people on a three-way call immediately and have that confidence when you're talking to them that you're expecting them to get on the call. So just, this is the way we do it. We're going to send you some information, and then we're going to jump onto a call with myself right away and my mentor. So that mentor can answer, or, you know, answer those questions that I won't be able to answer for you. And then from there, you can decide if this is going to be a great tool for you or not.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right? Confidence. Like, own it. We got to own it. And when you don't own it, they sense your fear.
Yeah.
And they walk all over you.
True.
They will.
If I can add to that, what I've been trying to do is even ask more questions before I send that information, because that's what I used to do before. You get this quick conversation. Oh yeah, okay, send me some information, and then I want to send the video right away. So I'm trying to take it a step further. Okay, great. You know, what is it that you'd like me to send you? Trying to think of another one that I had just recently. Would you like me to do this? Would you like to get on a call first? Would you be available to do this? Just asking before I even say what it is, and you're just getting them even more engaged. And sometimes it's turned into a better conversation, because what I was thinking they wanted was not, it was something else.
Okay.
So just before you send that video out, just, you know, what would be of interest to you? What information can I send you? So maybe they're totally wanting to know about research, or maybe they just want to see the product list. Who knows? And we think it's something else, right? So
that's good.
Just to dig a little bit further. And
Yeah,
then,
I am trying to have that conversation more, and not just, you know, just barf Juice Plus right away. Dax and I had him looking over my shoulder on a conversation I was having with a prospect a few weeks ago, and she kept wanting to get to the finish line, but I kept pulling back and asking questions and trying to, like you say, you know, get at more at what she wanted, and not just say, this is what it is and this is the cost. And right. So rapport going.
Because then it's just a product sale.
Exactly.
You want to be a consultant to them. You're trying to find out what their pain or need is, and then you can provide a solution, as opposed to, here's the product, here's the price. Because that's what it would turn into, right? And it's happened to all of us. But this way, you can actually consult. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad you reached out to me. You know, what is it that what inspired you to do so?
Yeah.
And then that'll lead into something else. And, oh, wow, how long has that been going on? Or, oh, what a great goal to have. What inspired you to do that? Like, just call. And if you keep complimenting them, they'll want to keep talking, right? People love to talk about themselves. So if you praise them for, you know, making that decision, and then, wow, you did that already, and then that inspired that, great. That's so great. Oh my gosh, you remind me of my friend Ashley, who blah, 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 had this, that, and the other thing. And
cool. Yeah. Good. Good reminders. Thank you.
Yeah. And with the call, to get them onto those calls at night, I just position it. It's totally about, you're going to get so much information out of it. It's going to share with you just so much information. And then after that, if you have any more questions, we can, I can answer those then, but you're going to get a great foundation of information.
Okay.
Yeah, so the question was, how do you set up the three ways? So typically what you do is you go up to your upline NMD for the first level. So obviously with the NMDs on the call, so you've got like 4 of us, right? You've got Sarah, Nicole, Melissa, Jen. You can also use QNMDs, and you can also use senior sales coordinators. I definitely see some of our SSCs are very, very good at three-way calls, and they're pretty much trained. And if they're not, they need to be trained. And you want to kind of match the person on the other line with maybe the potential person that might be the right fit. So oftentimes, like Sarah Beardmore, will have somebody that she wants to jump on a call. She can do them really great, but every once in a while, when she knows that like it's a medical question or medical pain that she won't be able to answer, she'll bring me on the three-way call. When she knows it's like a health consult, she'll bring the nutritionist on. If it's a fitness person, you've got Melissa, and you've got Melissa and Jen. So it's about partnering them up with sometimes the right person. I know when Ilona was working with a friend of hers from high school, and she did a three-way, Sarah was a perfect fit because Marisa had 3 kids and Sarah had 3 kids, and they were both stay-at-home moms. And so she matched them up, and it was perfect. Sarah closed her within 30 minutes, and Marisa's in Montreal. I don't think she's on the call tonight, and she fast-tracked to VF. So it's just a good fit. So that's how you arrange it. You just reach out and say, I've got a prospect that is interested in having a conversation, and always get 2 times from them, at least 2 times. So find out if they're available, usually in the morning or kind of evening, and say, and then if it's, let's say, Kathy, you want me, and you say, Nicole, there's 2 times that this person is available this week. Would that fit in your schedule? And then if it doesn't, we can go back and forth and find something that fits. Does that make sense? Yeah. It doesn't take too much of an effort, I find. I know Ashley, I was just on with one of her prospects today. We were trying to do a 3-way, and then, but I was on the call with her for about 30 minutes, and I think closed her with her getting on our products, which was great. So does that answer your question, Kathy, about the 3-ways? You mute if you want to comment.
Yeah, that's good. I just didn't know whether to set it up with the client first and you know, try and set it up with them. They're the customer, but then, you know, how busy are you guys to be able to jump in there to help and say, okay, this is the times.
Yeah.
Stop your life for this one.
Yeah. Just try with a couple and see, and then we'll go back and forth. We'll usually find the time to make it work.
Yeah.
Because we just know how valuable they are. And you know what? It is scary in the beginning for anybody that hasn't done one or has only done one. It's scary. The scary is that you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want the person to feel like they're being sold or pushed. But once you start to see how I do a 3-way, or Melissa does one, or Jen or Sarah does one, that's when you start to feel at ease. It's like going to your first event. You don't bring a guest because you don't know what to expect. You don't want to, you know, look stupid or be embarrassed. So you go for the first time and you go, oh my gosh, I wish I had 50 people here.
So what,
yeah.
do you do the health consult, or you just ad lib it?
Yeah, so it depends on the call. So if you're selling it as a health consult, that's where I will focus for sure. And for some people, they are calling it the health consult, and so we kind of, you know, go through that. But if it isn't a health consult, then it's just an overall, because, and it also depends on your angle. Like, are they getting on as a business prospect? Like, are people leading with the business? I know that Ilona leads with the business all the time now. That's how she does. She leads with the business. And then if they're not interested in the business, then she'll talk about the product. So it just depends on what you're leading with. If you're leading with product, or you're leading with business, or they want to know both. It also depends what video you sent them and what their interest is. So if you sent them the ad and video, they're going to know a lot of stuff about our product. They're going to know a lot of stuff about our business. And so then that's the question that you need to say. So what is it most that you're interested in? What caught your attention about the video? Oh, you're interested in about the business. Great. Oh my gosh, we got to get, you know, Jen Brennan on a call with you this week. You know, she is, you know, rocking this business. You know, she's one of our newest national marketing directors in Canada, and she'll be a great person to jump on the phone and really paint the picture. And this is, you know, if this is a person that's working full time, you can say, and Jen did this working, you know, full time 70 hours a week. So you got to sell the speaker, the mentor to that person on the value that they're going to bring on the call.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for example, it'd be great if you're talking to somebody that's corporate, right? Somebody's working in the corporate world that, oh my gosh, is just like not liking it, sick of the commute, wants to like retire and do a different job. Like I would be the perfect person because that's my story, right? Never did go back to her corporate job, made this business work. So does that kind of help?
Mm-hmm.
Match us up to kind of the personality of how our story is going to impact them the most.
Okay. And the 90-day game plan.
Yep.
I'm embarrassed to say, like, I don't know where to go on Facebook exactly to be a part of it. I know I've been invited. I go on the page. I'm not finding what you're supposed to do that day. So I know I'm just not Facebook literate, but if somebody wants to PM me later or whatever, or I don't know.
How about if I show you how?
Okay.
Thanks, Nicole. I was just going to say that, or Kathy can walk you through it later too.
Okay, whatever, whoever, wherever, whenever.
This might
Sooner than later.
Hold on.
90 days.
I think this is good because there's lots of people that don't know. So this is good.
Okay.
Hold on here. Can you guys see my screen? What do you see?
Google.
Okay. So I'm there. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go back. And I got to go back again now to share screen because I had to set up the page. There we are. Okay. So let me go in. You'll see Team B there. And I'm just going to change it. So this is how you can find it. You can go JP and then 90-day game. So you click on it. There's 11,226 members. Click on it. Okay, I'm trying to shut down my messengers here. We don't want to shut down. Seriously? Hold on. Okay. So where you go, Kathy, is you got to scroll down. Okay, sorry. I obviously had so many open. Okay, so scroll down. There's the pin post.
Sorry, pin code?
What's a pin post?
Yeah.
A pin post is the rules for the game that's there all the time. It's pinned always at the front. It will never move.
So this master class, this Freedom Red, that's always going to be there at the beginning when we open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we call it the pin post. So it's showing you how to do it. How, like it's rules. It's like, watch this video. It's all the details about the 90-day game. So if somebody's brand new, you want to read it and go through it.
Okay.
So that's the pin post. So then recent activity. This is Jen Brennan. And look at, there's a date there. So it's July 4th. It's called the WOD, your workout of the day, your activity of the day. This is number 3. And it tells you what to do. Share a picture of Tower Garden on social media, and I won't go through it all, but that would have been your 3rd activity of the week.
Okay.
If you're done, you put it in the comment section.
Sorry to interrupt, Nicole. Am I supposed to pin that or no?
No, no pin.
No, okay.
So keep on scrolling down. And there was yesterday's WOD, number 2. It was about talking about posting something about why you're excited about this business. And then people posted examples to give you ideas. And the first one was Sarah, and she posted create curiosity without saying Juice Plus.
Okay.
So those are the WODs. Those are your daily activities that you do. So tomorrow, Melissa will be posting a WOD in the morning. They're usually posted in the morning. So your first thing is go in here to see if the WOD has happened.
What's
Okay.
a WOD? What's a WOD?
A WOD is your workout of the day.
Work.
Well, it's like a CrossFit term, WOD. So work of day. I like to say just your activity of the day, but work of the day, what we're challenging you to do.
So if you scroll up, Nicole, a little bit, then Diana, you'll see the WOD.
WOD.
I see all that, but I just didn't know what. I know nothing about Facebook. This is just too much. Oh my God. I don't.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, for sure. I know you're in a generation where this is just, it's big stuff. I get it. I know my mom is trying to figure this stuff out too. So
Yeah, but when you get it, it's very addictive.
but when you, yeah, exactly.
Worse
And
than crack.
yeah, for sure. So like tomorrow there'll be a WOD there with Melissa. It's not going to be anything to do with social media. It's probably, I don't even know what it's going to be, but it's going to be a challenge that won't be social media based. It's not always social media based. We just created a lot of curiosity on social media the last 3 days. So you could have a lot of opportunity to follow up and create momentum in your business, because it's an easy way to kind of get out there to a lot of people. But it's not going to be every day there'll be social media posts, because that's too much. It'll be stuff like, follow up with 3 people on your chicken list. Reach out to 3 hairdressers in your community. Have a conversation with 3 school teachers today that are in your community. So there'll be different ones to challenge you every day. Okay, did that answer your question, Kathy?
Yeah, thanks a lot. That's
Okay.
so being some of them aren't going to be, I can play catch up and put some of that other stuff on.
Yeah.
Because Melissa won't be a Facebook one necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. They're not always going to be Facebook. Cool. So it's 9 o'clock. I know we try to cut this to 30 minutes. We were going to get Ashley to talk about events today. Ash, did you want to save that for next week, or do you want to do a quick 2-minute, some of the ideas that you trained on your team about fun events at the home? Do you have time? Okay.
Yeah, I can do it quick if everybody wants. All right.
Yeah.
So just, you guys, sorry, I'm a bit of a red today. You just want me to train really quick on the different events that I did with my team on my own call?
Yeah, that would be great. Just to give people some ideas, because I know people get stuck in a rut about doing the same events over and over again. And I heard that you got some really creative ideas.
Yeah, so I was getting really tired of ball parties and salad jar parties. The Buddha Bowl parties that Jen's doing are also awesome, but I came up with a few others that I've done and that I've seen done with other network marketing businesses. So everybody's knows about your coffee date, the wine and wellness. The cool thing that I ended up doing last was the Women Empowering Women wine and wellness, and it was just a bunch of women getting together and we just talked. Actually, the person that contacted Nicole today that Nicole reached out to came from that event, and we really just talked and got to know each other on a really deep level that night, and just chatted a little bit about the business, a little bit about the products, but mostly just women building up other women. So that was kind of neat. And then there's our Taste of a Shred, and to kind of go along with that, now that it's summer, I'm going to be hosting my first one soon, so I'll let you know how it goes. But I'm going to do a grilling party. So it will be all shred-friendly, different, veggie kebabs, things like that, that you could throw together for a barbecue, for a shred-friendly barbecue. So we're going to do like just, wine and apps and stuff like that. Yoga and smoothies. This is one, you could do it at anybody's house. Get a friend out that does a yoga class, look at one on a YouTube video and follow along, however you guys need to do it. And then sample smoothies. And then there's the smoothie sampling that I did that was a big hit. I got a few orders. I just made up 12 different kinds of smoothies, put them in the little shooter glasses, and we sampled smoothies. And I charged, I think it was like $5 or something for them to come out. It just covered the cost of all of the produce that I bought. And then I supplied the shakes. So there's that. You can charge whatever you want. We have our Razor Vibe, which was huge. I'm looking forward to another one in September in Lindsay again. It's much anticipated. There's like a wait list already of people that want on it. So definitely get one of those organized. Similar to salad in a jar for the fall, it's a good idea. Soup in a jar and doing the soup with egg noodles and veggies and stuff. There's a healthy family expo. So I did a healthy kids expo. I think it was in the spring. I don't know. I forget. And it was such a huge success, like 25 boys actually and 4 girls. And they came out and we set up different stations all to do with healthy living, and we just planted the Juice Plus seeds. Smoothie in a bag party, great for the busy family running off to daycare, running off to work. You can get the kids involved in this one. Throwing your fruits, your flax, your chia, all that stuff in your bag, throw it in the freezer, you just grab it, dump it in, add your milk and your powder, and go run out the door. This one I'm super excited about, a Boss Babe brunch. So we're doing a lot of evening events, but some mummies want to go out in the morning. So I'm going to organize a Boss Babe brunch, and there's quite a few interested in that. Everybody likes breakfast, right? And that's about it. So other than that, there's a meditation mindfulness class you could do, again, where we just talk about the business, overall well-being, raising our vibe, all of that. And then any kind of a movement class. So anything where you're doing yoga or an exercise class, just anything to bring people together. So that's really quick. If you guys have any questions, you can message me and I'll can give you some more feedback on that.
I love it. I think that's so great. It just reminded me when we were getting Melissa to NMD, she totally opened up her house and we just hammered events very similar to what you did, Ashley, of events that Melissa wanted to do because it was her house and she was the boss. But she did fun stuff like raw food and yoga, raw food and meditation. We did shopping. We did a shopping event around her pool. We had all these other vendors. Oftentimes it's the other vendors that end up buying your products, which is really cool. Leslie Vivian, who's a senior sales coordinator on her team, came from being a vendor of Epicure, right? So that was really cool, right? What else have we done? We did so much in your basement. It was amazing, but like we just kept on hammering them out until she got to NMD. That's what we did. And so events build. They build relationships. They build trust. They build belief. And you showcase community. And let me tell you, people are looking for community. You guys know that. And so they get excited because you're vibing at their vibe. They want these ideas and they take them home and the kids love them and the husband loves them and they're like, oh my gosh, I want more of this. And then they get the bug, right? That's what people get excited about. So thank you, Ash, for sharing all those great ideas. Totally inspiring. As you can say, you know, think outside the box and do things that make you sing, that just gets you excited, and you'll start to attract those people in your life that want to be part of what you're up to. So on that note, thanks so much. Enjoy the 90-day games. Just a second. Teenagers, right? Sneaking out without me knowing where she's going. But yeah, so tomorrow, Thursday, which is 2 p.m., just a reminder to be on if you can for the Healthy Living Revolution. I will be leading that one along with our teammates. So we're excited, right, Mary Lisa and JD? Yay! Gonna be great. And Melissa Seguin. Awesome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great week. Stay cool. Yes, JD's excited. Woohoo! Can't wait to see what your hair looks like tomorrow, JD.